Welcome to the Lauren Jean Show, where we talk life. Through my life, I've had many experiences, and I want to share them all. Nutrition, mind work, and everything related to the self. I'm an integrative health coach focusing on helping you to overcome the dieting roller coaster that takes over your life through working on your perspective. Finally, be happy and healthy without the food worries that bring you down. There may be a curse word here and there, so be mindful when little ears are around while listening. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lauren Jean Show. Today's episode is sponsored by Erin's Faces. This is Fair Trade certified by the Fair Trade USA and received by the Organic Bunny. I absolutely love Erin's tinted lip balms, and they are my favorite. I have them all of the time, and in fact, I need to order more because they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. You don't really need a mirror or anything when you put these on. They are tinted lip balms, and they are very sheer, and there's also a sheer wash of color in one of them. Most lip balms, they use petrochemicals like mineral oil or petroleum to hydrate your lips. But this is no bueno for your mouth, since you ingest about a tube of lipsticks worth over the course of a year. So this is packed with organic castor seed oil, organic beeswax, and organic fair trade coconut oil. This is super healthy for you. This formula is amazing. It hydrates your lips, while organic fair trade cacao seeds butter helps seal your dry lips. So organic peppermint oil and vanilla gives it an amazing aroma. It really does smell amazing. And just until recently, when I ran out of it, it was with me all of the time. I have spoken to Erin personally. She is a sweetheart, and I love supporting her and her amazing makeup line. So there are two different colors, the ones that I use. There's blushed and there is flushed. Blushed is a super sheer soft pink with a shimmer, so it kind of looks like a natural color on your lips, kind of boosting it a little bit. And the flushed is a buildable strawberry shade, so it's a little bit reddish. I mean, depending on your lip shade, it's going to show a little bit differently, but I love it. It's paraben, gluten, carmine, and petrochemical free. It's also cruelty free. And you can find out more about what she sells on her website. It's not just the lip stuff, it is everything at www.bit.ly, so it's bit.ly/Erin's Faces. Go to bit.ly/Erin's Faces, and you can find out more about Erin and her company and everything that she has. And she's actually located out of New York City, and I absolutely love that. So I highly suggest you go and check her out. Amazing, amazing stuff. So I have a pretty awesome episode for you guys today, and I'm going to go into a little bit about kind of what happened this week or what's going on in my life, because I know you guys love to know that. Personally, I like to know other people as well and their stories, and it kind of ties in everything that they talk about, wherever they might be, podcast, Instagram, Facebook, wherever that is. I like to get to know people personally. So I'm going to tell you that letting go of control has been a work for me in the past 3 to 4 years. It's really what I've been focusing on, and it has helped me immensely in my life. And just over this past year, I have let control over so many more things, and it has made such an impact in my life, like moving out, getting my own apartment finally after my divorce, and now I'm about to step into something even bigger, which I'm not about to announce right now, but it is huge for me, absolutely huge, terrifying. I am scared to death, but I'm stepping into it because I know it's only going to make my life that much better, and I am determined this year to be happy and free and truly doing what I love, doing what I feel like I was put on this earth to do, which is help people improve their lives as well. So I want to lead by example, and I am doing that step by step. This is not an easy thing to do, so you need to take your time when making big leaps in your life as well. But just know that everything is going to be okay. I keep telling myself that everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out the way the universe intended for you. Make a decision, step into it confidently, and know that it's going to work out. And you're going to be scared at certain steps. And this is normal. We are scared of change because we get so comfy in a position that we're at that we don't want to change. But we can only grow if we change. So this is where I am, and hopefully within the next week or two, I will be able to announce what that change is for me that is so enormous in my life. I'm fucking scared and I'm fucking excited all at the same time. And I don't use that word unless I have passion behind it. I don't use it in a negative way. I use it in that I'm fucking excited for the next step of my life and how it's going to change so many more things, including my health, which is number one for me. So I am excited, really excited, and I can't wait to tell you, and I have not released it yet. This is why I'm not sharing it with anyone out there just yet. Just the closest people in my life know about this change. So let's go into the next little area of the show, which is, a superfood. We've got minerals, vitamins, all of that good stuff, anything that might be a trend. I want to go into something that is called electrolytes. We hear this word a lot. We hear that it's good for us. Do we actually know what an electrolyte is, right? We hear they're in Smart Water. We hear that it's in Gatorade. We hear that it's in any type of sports drink, right? We take these when we're sick. Why do we take these when we're sick? So does anyone out there actually know what an electrolyte is and what it does for your body? Why do we take these electrolytes, right? So I'm going to go into it. I'm going to try to break it down to make it as simple as possible so that you can understand why electrolytes are so important for our body and what actually happens to them in our body. So electrolytes, when they're dissolved in fluid, right? Let's give an example, salt. Salt will break down and apart into its actual components, which is ions, creating this electrically conductive solution. So let's take table salt, for example, right? Dissolve it in water, and it will break apart into its positive ion of sodium and its negative ion of chloride. Any fluid that conducts electricity, such as the new saltwater solution, is known as an electrolyte solution. The salt of ions, which is composed, are then commonly referred to as electrolytes. So there are several common electrolytes found in your body, and they each have a specific and important role, but they are mostly there for maintaining the balance of the fluids between the intracellular, which is inside of your cell, and the extracellular, outside of your cell environments. And this is super, super important for things like hydration, nerve impulses, muscle function, and the pH level in your body. You guys know I talk about pH all of the time, and I'm only going to get deeper and deeper into it as I learn more and more and more, because I am fascinated with it. So if you have an electrolyte imbalance, whether it be too little or too much, it could be really detrimental to your health. Okay, so muscle contraction, for example, requires the calcium, potassium, sodium. Deficiency might result in weakness or cramping. Too much, on the other hand, can cause high blood pressure and significant increase in the risk of heart disease. So you don't want to get too worried about maintaining your electrolyte. Luckily, electrolytes are most determined by the food and the water consumption. So you want to keep the right balance, simply coming down to the proper nutrition of your body. All right, so I want to give you an example, a bunch of examples actually, of major electrolytes found in your body so you can get a better idea of what they actually are. There are 7 major electrolytes. You've got sodium, chloride, potassium, magnesium, calcium, phosphate, and bicarbonate. All right, this is stuff that I was never interested in, guys. In high school, I took a chemistry class, and I did not do so well. I didn't care, but now I am absolutely fascinated. I'm not going to go through each one because there are lots of information on each one, and that I believe is a whole other podcast episode. And this could be a whole episode on electrolytes, which might be a really great idea. But let's not get into it now. So just so you know what exactly an electrolyte is, right? So think about those sports drinks. How are they actually helping your body? Because Gatorade is actually the same pH as battery acid. Everything in there is dead. It's full of sugar and crap. So when you're doing electrolytes, think about the types of water that you're drinking. You really want to think about the types of water that you're drinking and what the actual pH of it is. If you listen to the past episode, you can get some examples of what some good water is and what some that are not so good. So I'm not going to get into that right now, but just so you know exactly what an electrolyte is, all right? Again, I will go over it really quickly. So it is, example, because I want to give you an example so you can understand, is, let's say, salt, all right? It's dissolved in water. It breaks apart into an ion of sodium and chloride, right? So you got negative and positive, and these two conduct electricity in this new salt water solution. And this is what's commonly considered an electrolyte, okay? So this brings us to the next topic, which I am excited about because I am currently learning about it, and it makes a whole lot of sense to me and why people get sick. And I think this could really help you out if you have maybe some unknown things going on in your health. So what exactly is the lymphatic system? What's the lymphatic system? This is a very, very, very critical part of the human immune system. And it keeps us protected from illness and damaging disease-causing inflammation. So it is the body's inner drainage system, and it is this network of vessels and lymph nodes that carry fluids from tissues around your body and into the blood and vice versa. Its primary role is to protect your body against outside threats like cancer cells, bacteria, infections, and it wants to keep the bodily fluids in balance. So there are ways that you can protect this system, which I will get into. So what it looks like inside your body, if you can close your eyes and picture this, it is a series of crisscrossing vessels and nodes that cover almost the entire body except the central nervous system. And the way to keep this in balance is to eat a healthy diet, exercise, and you want to take extra steps every single week, every single day if you can, to detoxify your body naturally. And I'll give you some examples of those as we get on later in the episode. So some things that I want to cover is just some basic words so that you can understand this better. We have lymphatic vessels. These are vessels that carry the fluid that is managed through the valves, which stops fluid from traveling the wrong way, because you want to make sure that, well, I shouldn't say you want to, your body wants to make sure that these fluids are going the right way. Similar to how the blood flow works within your arteries and your veins, but this is in your valves through your lymphatic vessels. It's made up of branched veins, arteries, capillaries, and these bring your essential fluids around your entire body, and it's vital for keeping us alive. Extremely vital for keeping us alive, and this is why we want to constantly stimulate it and make sure that it is healthy. And there are some fun ways to do this. Again, I'll get into this later. We also have something called the lymph, L-Y-M-P-H, which I'm sure you've all heard of. This stores your white blood cells, and it's this clear, watery fluid that also carries your protein molecules, salt, glucose, other substances, along with bacteria throughout your body. So along with your vessels, your lymph vessels and the nodes and the lymphatic system, you have something, this is also called the lymph system. I can't say that word for some reason. These also include some other organs that you've heard of. Maybe you didn't realize that they were organs, but I'll go through them really quickly. You've got your tonsils, and these are the glands that are located at the back of your throat that will filter bacteria before digestion takes place. So this is in your mouth. If you open up your mouth and you see those little dangly things in the back of your throat, those are your tonsils. This is a very important part, very important part of your digestive system, also part of your lymphatic system, if you did not know. The adenoids, a gland that is located at the back of your nose and protects against entrance to the digestive system and your lungs. These are all protective, all protective. You've also got your spleen and your thymus, which filters the organs that scan the blood and produce your white blood cells. All right, so let's get into how the lymphatic system works to help you. It helps us from protecting us from getting sick. We come in contact to so many toxins and various types of microbes and bacteria as well every single day through our water, through our air, through our food. And these are the three major things that are also extremely toxic to us. So these things will make their way into our lymphatic fluid. So the fluid containing the organisms can get trapped inside of your lymph nodes, which is where your immune system will attack them. Anything that is considered to be dangerous to your body. Your immune system will attack them inside of your lymph nodes, trap them there, and they will attempt to destroy them with the white blood cells, which is where your lymph is. So inside the lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes, they kind of look like small little bean-shaped structures, and their bacteria are filtered out in there, and the white blood cells are produced using up as part of our defense mechanism, and then they're replenished. So another important role of the lymphatic system is keeping your bodily fluids in balance. And when it is working properly, you won't experience inflammation, swelling, abnormal water retention. So this is important. This is why you want to keep these so important. Any extra fluid is eliminated from the body, which will stop tissue from swelling or puffing up. However, when we become sick or injured, these fluids will build up in the damaged area, which is why you get inflammation or redness. You'll notice redness or heat, something like that. That's basically inflammation. So you'll know, you'll be able to see it, you'll be able to feel it. And you've probably experienced your swollen lymph nodes at some point when you have been sick. You can probably recall something, maybe when you were a child or just recently. So lymph nodes, these guys, they're found all around your body. And some locations are the throat, the groin, armpits, chest, abdomen. Why can't I talk today? And they are close to major arteries since the lymphatic system connects to your blood flow to keep your blood clean. So within the lymph nodes is where the immune cells are created, which are critical for fighting infections and helping to heal yourself. So the lymph nodes are able to detect when there is a toxin or a harmful organism that has made its way into the body to make more infection-fighting white blood cells called lymphocytes. Lymph fluid also will make its way through the spleen and through the thymus, in addition to the lymph nodes before emptying into the bloodstream. The spleen is also another filtering organ, which I mentioned earlier, and it's kind of located inside your abdomen, under your diaphragm, and it has an important role within the immune system of removing any dangerous microbes, balancing fluids, destroying old or damaged red blood cells. So let's get into a couple of diseases that damage the lymphatic system majorly. We've got cancer, arthritis, frequent infections or viruses, fibromyalgia symptoms, sore throats, getting sick more often than you would normally feel you should, joint pains, muscle and ache pains, swelling in the lymph nodes like soreness in your armpits or groin or throat, anything like that, or chronic fatigue. And your lymphatic will protect you from all of this stuff if it is healthy, and you'll know if it's not healthy. You will absolutely know if it's not healthy. Okay, so let's get into a couple of things that you can do to help maintain your lymphatic system. So we've got a bunch of different ways. You want to eat an inflammatory diet, and you can definitely find more information on this. Follow an inflammatory diet. Foods that will put stress on the digestive, circulatory, and immune system include common allergens like dairy products, gluten, soy, shellfish, nightshades, stuff like that. You want to do low quality animal products, refined vegetable oils, and processed foods that contain chemical toxins. Eat more foods like green leafy vegetables, herbs and spices, ginger, turmeric, garlic, unrefined oils like extra virgin olive oil and coconut, nuts and seeds such as chia, flax, hemp, or pumpkin, omega-3 foods like salmon and wild seafood, berries, they're also very low in sugar, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and green leafy vegetables. These are very, very high antioxidant foods to keep focus on. These are the types of things that you want to pay attention to. So we've got other things such as, oh, so important, exercise. Do something that you really enjoy. But you will be able to help your lymphatic system when you move your body the most. So something that I love to do is rebounding. Trampoline, I've got a trampoline in my backyard. I was just doing it with my daughter for about 15 minutes. I sweat my frickin' butt off. Loved every minute of it. Plus, I got to spend time with her. You can also do just more walking. Something to get your body going. Stimulate that lymphatic system. It is great to keep your lymph fluid flowing. But you can also do yoga. Twisting the body helps drain the fluid. Or high intensive interval training, which is also called HIIT workouts, which is great for your circulation. I want to just say something about trampolining, rebounding. It is getting more and more popular. It involves jumping on a trampoline that you can keep one inside your house, like a little one, or you can get one outside. And just 5 to 10 minutes of jumping can really get your heart rate up high. And it helps to keep your lymphatic system running really, really smoothly. You can also do a massage or foam rolling. And we also have some essential oils. Some essential oils that are great. We have got lemon, myrrh, or oregano, cypress, frankincense oils. You can also do omega-3 fish oils and turmeric. These are also great for improving the blood flow and lowering your inflammation. I'm sure you've heard of that before. We've also got some digestive enzymes, which are activated charcoal and milk thistle. A couple of different things. These are all great for detoxification. So I'm going to bring it right back around to the 3 things that I absolutely love. From Fountain Health, we've got the infrared sauna, the vibration therapy, and the ionic foot bath. So I'm going to go a little bit into this stuff because I'm super passionate about it. At Fountain, which by the way is only located on Long Island in New York currently, it is an amazing place. There's so much more to it, but we are focused on helping you be proactive in your own health. So we have got 3 detox services that help with this specific thing, with your lymphatic system. We want to get everything heated up and shaken around in there, and we want to help to alkalize your body. So we've got our first thing here, and this is your infrared sauna treatment. So your infrared sauna, it heats up your body from the inside, 2 inches deep. And it helps to heat up your lymphatic system, which is where it's going to start to loosen up all of those toxins that I mentioned, environmental toxins, food toxins. So from your air, your water, and your food. It's going to help to loosen up all of that stuff, those fluids inside of your body that you want to get out so that you can decrease your level of inflammation, so that you can lose the weight, so that you can have more energy, you can sleep better, all of those things that you want to do to feel better. So you start yourself on this infrared sauna, right? The next step is the vibration therapy, which is kind of like if you've ever seen one of those 80s commercials or videos where you have the belt around you and it shakes the crap out of your body. It's the same kind of thing, but 10 minutes on there is all that you need. And you can burn up to, I believe, 500, maybe to 700 calories, depending on your body. You're going to burn different, but you are shaking up those toxins that have been loosened inside of your body. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is the ionic foot bath. And what this ionic foot bath does for you is it floods your body with these negative ions to help alkalize your body, to help bring out even more toxins that have been inside of your body, trapped inside your lymphatic system. The whole goal is to stimulate your lymphatic system and get the crap out and make you feel better. So you put those 3 things together and you're going to come out of a session feeling absolutely amazing. This is not the kind of thing that you want to do just one time, guys. You want to continue to do these types of things, all of these types of things. There's no fountain in your area. Think about all of these things that you can do to help to stimulate your lymphatic system. You really want to keep this. This is keeping you healthy. This is keeping you disease-free. This is helping you lose the weight. This is helping you increase your energy and sleep better, and all of these things. All of these things are incredibly important to your health for the rest of your life. It's going to help you feel and look younger. I mean, there are infinite amount of effects that will help you feel and look better. It's all about feeling better, right, guys? So that is everything that I have for you today. I do want to recommend a podcast today that I fell in love with. And there was a specific episode that spoke about more about your lymphatic system. And this is specifically if you're a woman who wears a bra. Most likely that is a lot of you, if not all. There is so much information on this podcast that I could not stop listening. It is the Vibe podcast, and it's run by the Green Smoothie Girl, which is Robin Openshaw. Check out her podcast on iTunes, and it's the last episode, I believe. I don't have the number. I should, but I don't. The Vibe podcast, and it's the last one, the bra episode. I wish I had a better name for it, but I did not write it down here. So listen to that episode. You might be blown away, because I was. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Next week, I'm going to go a little bit into tap water and trusting your intuition. Excuse me. I'm going to try to give you a little bit more information on the next week's episode so that you can get ready, maybe ask me some questions. I would love to hear from you. Come on over to the Lauren Jeans on Instagram. Follow me, ask me questions, really throw stuff out there. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you're interested in learning about. All of these episodes are based on what people are asking and what they're learning, what they would like to learn about. And it could be a personal issue. It could be something in your family. It could be something related to your children. It can be anything at all. So come on over to Instagram, the Lauren Jeans. Find me there. Send me a message. Tag me in a photo. I would love to know where you're listening to the show. Can't wait to talk to you guys next week. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. Enjoy it as the summer is finally here and the kids are out of school. I hope you guys have an awesome summer planned, as I do. Lots of camping, lots of working and passionate working, I have to say, and spending time with my daughter. I am excited for the summer. I'm excited to plan out my weeks and see what goodies I can come up with for the two of us to do, as well as including her friends. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you giving me your time and listening. And please share the episode if you think it's going to help someone, because I know it will. Please, please, please share. That's all that you do. I would love if you shared the episode. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you next week, and have a wonderful week. Bye.